If you're a beginner and you're getting into e-com, you're probably heavily incentivized to sell something that is already saturated instead of something that is unknown or something untapped. And this is a canon event every beginner is going to go through. You're going to sell something extremely saturated. So in this video, I'm going to take an extremely saturated product. I'm going to turn it into a beautiful looking landing page, which I've already done here. I'm filming this after the video is done. But just to give you guys a quick before and after on what you're about to watch me do, this is a saturated product on a really horrible looking website, but this is a person that just started running it 3 days ago and they're doing $700 a day already. Now this is how many beginners would design the site initially. This is a very beginner looking site. If you're going to sell something this saturated and you're going to do it, at least do it in a somewhat professional manner, even if you're a beginner. So we took this product, a lot of this copy, took a new emotional angle to it and turned it into a legit landing page that looks like this. Looks premium, looks very nice. So if you're going to sell something saturated, at least do it in a very professional way, because saturated does not mean you'll make no money. It just means you have to approach it in a different way. So without further ado, enjoy the video. All right, what's going on, guys? Hope you're doing very, very well. I'm sorry for the lack of uploads recently. I've been very, very busy this whole month, really, for Black Friday with my own stuff. Got a lot going on. But today, I'm here to film a very good video, one I have not filmed in a while. My content has taken a very advanced turn recently, just because I typically enjoy talking about that more. But today, I'm going to be running through everything like I would if I was a complete beginner. I'm going to be using popular product research tools, popular suppliers. I'm actually going to put you guys onto a new supplier app. It's really, 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 really good. And I'm going to be turning a very typical product, one that you would see a beginner run, into its best possible final form, ready to sell. And I'm going to be starting from scratch and just kind of running everybody through how I would do things. So, product of choice, and I'm going to explain to you guys why I came across this product, how I came across this product, and why I think it's going to be very good in just a second. This is a competitor store. Doesn't look that good. If you're a beginner, you might think this doesn't look half bad. Trust me, doesn't look that good. This product, we've all seen this product before. It's been a very typical product, and all the stores that are selling it look just like this. I'll show you guys how to take a product like this, a super cliche product, and give it its best possible shot at selling. So far, and this is one of the first videos I've done this on in a while, brand new Shopify account, literally default settings, everything completely default. This is Dawn theme. This looks horrible. We're going to fix everything. So far, we have this, and just wait till you see what we're going to turn this into with our epic site design skills. But let me tell you guys how I came across this product. So if you guys know me, you know I typically do not use product research tools at all. I have a very unorthodox way of going about things, but some product research tools are absolutely fantastic. Winning Hunter has been my favorite. When I do use product research tools, I use Winning Hunter. I think the last product research video I made that used a tool was Winning Hunter. They are by far the best to this day. You know, call me crazy. I think they beat Calidata. These were the filters that I used. So obviously Shopify left almost everything broad. Sort by winners, niche, pets. I'll tell you guys why I got into pets. This is November. November is a big month for ecom. It is not the start of Q4, but it is still like mid Q4, and Q4 is the best for ecom. Black Friday month. A lot of people don't treat the day that is actually Black Friday as Black Friday. They treat the entire month of November as Black Friday, and Black Friday marketing starts in November. So the month of November as a whole is extremely popular for e-commerce. What does that mean? It means the volume of ads on Meta is multiplied by probably, I don't know the exact number, probably like 100x. The sheer volume of ads ran by brands during this month is multiplied exponentially, 100x probably, if not more. Therefore, it's harder to enter the e-com market as a beginner this month. Just a fact. The influx of ads makes it difficult to get a lower CPM, a scalable CPM, and it's extremely difficult to enter any niche. Really, if your CPM has been crazy recently, your cost per click has been crazy, it's simply a bad time to run ads, and that's just me being super honest. However, we can mitigate that a little bit, and it's through picking a niche that isn't so much of an uphill battle. If you guys don't already know, each niche sort of has a CPM range, and that typically has to do with how high risk is this niche. meaning if you're selling supplements, it's an ingestible product, therefore it's going to be very high risk. So your CPM range is naturally going to be a bit higher. You're going to see brands scaling on $50 to $100 CPMs, whereas niches like pets and babies, super happy, super safe, typically, they have lower CPM ranges from $15 to $30 if you're in the top 10%. Therefore, if I were to approach this like a beginner, I would give myself an advantage from the beginning by picking a niche that has a lower CPM range so I'm not punished as heavily in the month of November. And like I just said, pets and babies, two of the lowest CPM niches you can get into. I don't really like selling baby products. I love pet products, so pets. For niche, I did pets. And I scrolled for not that long before I saw something that interested me. So on Winning Hunter, see a lot of stats, spend, revenue, reach. No product research tool really offers this to the extent that they do. But I was scrolling for a bit, and these really didn't speak to me that much. I mean, let me kind of break down to you guys why I think a lot of these suck. So this one, let me turn the volume down. So this one, this bookmark, I don't know if this is able to even be sourced on AliExpress. If it is, what are your margins going to be like on this? Let's say the cogs on this are 50 cents, which they're probably not. They're probably more expensive. Let's say it's 50 cents. How much can you sell this for? This is an upsell product. It's not a hero product. It could maybe be sold maybe for $10. Maybe. That'd still be too much, and that's just not really attainable or realistic to keep up on that. It's really not. A lot of these are just slop. Like what even is this? And I was scrolling a bit, and very quickly I found this, and this is why it stands out to me. They started 3 days ago, last seen 1 day ago, and they're running 26 ads. They don't have a lot of reach yet, which is good. It's still on an uptrend. And this product, if you don't already know, if you haven't been in the space for a while, this product has been a thing for a long time. So they just started running this in US, New Zealand, a lot of basic countries, and they're already doing $760 a day on this store, which, like I said, coming in as a more experienced person isn't a great store. And this ad that we're seeing right here, it's not a great ad. It's breaking all sorts of basic media buying rules. So we're going to be redoing this entire funnel, turning a super basic bad product, and which this product would be bad if you just pasted it onto Shrine theme, just like they did. And we're going to be turning it into something that's a little bit more legit. Better photos, better absolutely everything. Theoretically, we should be raising this guy's CPMs in real time. First and foremost, we need to build a landing page that makes sense. Now begins the whole site setup. So brand new Shopify account. You guys can't see because of my webcam, but I just added the collar in here. I gave it the most basic name possible. One photo. We're going to fix all this. We're going to make it look incredible, but we need to source this. And the days of sourcing from AliExpress, whatever supplier you use, Zendrop, over. It's over. I'm going to show you guys something really, really cool. This is really good for beginners. It's called e-commerce. Literally just e-commerce. You guys can't see the URL because of my webcam, but this is the website. Let me paste it. There you go. That's the domain. And this is one of the coolest apps. You can also get it as an app on Shopify that I've ever seen in my entire life. So I connect my store to it, right? And let's say I'm testing my product. I don't yet have any orders, but once the product is proven, I want a supplier that's going to ship my stuff out at the best possible price. Let me explain to you how this works. So once you connect your store, click create your first auction, click your product, and you can put a description or requirements if you have any special conditions. I do not. And your desired cogs. So let's say I want this sourced at $10 because I'm selling it for $50 because that is what my competitor is selling at. Target countries, I'm only going to sell it to the US. I click review auction details, make sure everything is good, looks good, looks good, looks good. Confirm and create auction. Auction created successfully. And now there is an auction out for somebody to supply this laser collar. Now, while we test the product, we wait to get our quotes and we see if anybody wins the auction. A couple things about the supplier. They use USPS as the in-country shipping line, which is really, really cool. You get one-on-one support with an agent based on who wins the auction, which supplier wins the auction. And of course, the supplier with the best shipping time, best quotes, wins. So for beginners specifically, if you haven't reached a MLQ large enough to work with some of the bigger warehouses, some of the bigger private suppliers, this is really, really good. Really good. This is cooler than any other supplier I've ever seen for beginners. There is no MLQ for this. You can do this even if you haven't tested the product yet. I just listed this up for auction. People are going to bid on this. Also, every single tool that I mention or use in this video, I will put the links to in the description. Now, that we're done with that, let's go ahead and focus on the actual funnel layout. So of course, we're not going to be working with standard Dawn theme. This is where it's going to get a little bit more advanced than your typical dropshipping store. This is where actual thought is involved. Go back to our notepad here, and we're going to make a couple notes about our product. So obviously it's a cat laser collar. Gonna make a quick ICP. ICP would probably, I'm gonna say women and men, because I don't think this is really gender specific. Women and men between the ages of, I think 18, just completely broad to start. Okay, obviously cat owners. Cat owners don't have enough time to play with their cat. I'd say that is a big factor. Quick little pain point. Again, I'm just literally going to copy and paste this. I think the main angle here is going to be people who do not have enough time to play with their cat. So while the competitor is advertising using benefits / features, we are going to advertise using emotion. And this is what makes the legitimate marketers stand out from the marketers that make money. Is you're not selling a product, you're selling an emotion. So our emotion is guilt, sadness. Examples we could use, just some quick lines I'm coming up with in my head right now. And again, this is all live. I didn't determine this prematurely. I'm just typing this as I go, coming up with ideas. Some examples saying, say something like, you work 40 hours a week. The average cat needs up to 10 hours of playtime weekly. Say something like, weekly. Your kitten is lonely, but it isn't your fault. And then here we could just pivot into work takes time from you that otherwise could be spent giving your kitten attention. Cool. They can't change the fact that work is necessary. You have to go. Then from there, we will introduce solution. So this is all kind of rough for now. We're going to refine this in the funnel. But basically what I'm saying is you have to work. Your cat has to be played with or else it's going to get sad. And those numbers simply don't work out. You can't reach those numbers by yourself while still working 40 hours a week. There has to be a solution. This is the solution. Very cool. Now, when you sell a product using an emotion instead of just features and benefits, which you should be doing, you should be selling based on emotion, you need more than just a product page with a couple benefit points and maybe a couple testimonials. You need to do more. You need to build out some sort of landing page. And I do have videos on my channel where I build out landing pages just from complete scratch, but I'm going to be using gem pages in this video. I used gem pages for a product that I started running 2 days ago, and it looked really good. So I'm going to use it again because it was quite fun making the page. All right, I'm going to be using a landing page template. I've used this one and this one. I like this one a lot. I have a coaching client who's using this one. It looks absolutely beautiful, but I want to try something new for the video that I've never done before. So let's try, that's very visual based, which we're not trying to sell visually. This one looks kind of cool. Pretty visual based though. Oh, here's a cat right here. We could use the cat one. I feel like that's kind of meant to be, isn't it? I feel like we have to use the cat one. Let's use the cat one. All right. Very cool. So really quickly, we need a brand name and logo. Let me make that with Claude. So I'm going to say, I need a brand name for a premium cat product brand. I want to frame everything as a little bit more expensive. Give me an idea. Oh wait, I actually love this. I was gonna give it more detail, but I actually love this. All right, put this into here. Very cool. Then let's make it. Ooh, that's cool. All right, done. Logo. That was very easy, wasn't it? Go ahead and screenshot this, and then we will save it. Now, the first thing we can do is import our logo up here. In case you're able to see it, let me move my webcam. Logo, right there. Let me actually move my webcam like smaller, bottom right, so you guys can see stuff. Okay, cool. So logos right here, looks pretty good. I'm gonna go ahead and start by doing what I do for every single theme or template I use for anything, by deleting things I do not need. So I don't have any packs, obviously, so I'm gonna delete this. This is a cool section. I'll continue using this. This is cool. Need the reviews. This is pretty cool. FAQ, nice. Don't have an Instagram. We're gonna delete the Instagram section. All right, and this is all we need. Now, one thing I'm going to do quickly is drag in right underneath the top here, a product section. So here, product, and I'm gonna do like this one. All right, cool. So I'm going to get rid of the description, and this looks pretty ugly. We're going to make all this look so much better, but we have our product placement here. Nice, okay, and always switch to mobile view because that's where most of our traffic is going to be coming from. But I will be editing it inside of desktop view. But pretty quickly, we already have a very nice looking landing page here. GenPages is pretty good. It's obviously not AI or anything, so you had to build everything yourself. But yeah, not a bad landing page. We have to update this logo as well because it's still the old one. But the first thing I'm going to do is make our product look really nice. So we're going to change our product title. I've changed the name to something a bit more premium, the Aristocat Smart Collar. Not too bad. I'm going to quickly add a couple variants because we do have two colors. We have a blue and then like a salmon color. And then going to add our blue. And then we're going to add a, that could be considered pink. That blue doesn't look too accurate, but we'll leave it for now. So blue and pink underneath the colors, not bad. We're going to be assigning these two different pictures in just a second, which leads us to the next task, which is product photos. So for product photos, once this saves, we're going to open this up, take a screenshot of just this one. Make sure you get a clean screenshot. I'm going to be using Gemini to attempt to make a really, really nice looking photo here. I'm going to paste it into Gemini. They just released their new Nano Banana model, so hopefully we should get some good results here. And I'm going to say, I want you to take this laser cat collar and turn it into a super premium product photo. Put it in a cream colored studio and a premium lighting to it. Make it look incredible. Shot on Sony A7. Square image. See what it can do with this grainy, blurry photo. See if it can make something. Just need my desk. Make something cool with it. Let's see. Gemini is usually a hit or miss. Just kept the. It made the product look very nice, but it kept the rectangular format. Okay, so we got two great generations. I ended up having to take the original product photo, like the screenshot here, put it into Canva to make it a square image to put into Gemini, so it would give me a square image back, and it came up with two pretty nice looking generations. So I'm going to copy both of these and put them into Canva, and then remove the Gemini watermark and upload them into our Shopify, and it'll be two pretty decent looking product photos for testing. All right, very cool. And then 1, 2. Let's go ahead and get these replaced, pages 3 and 4. All right, They are now uploading into here. Cool. Save. And now we can add our photos in here. I'm gonna mess with a variant name. This is just not blue. Like, I think I'm actually schizophrenic. This is green, dude. But it's fine. Leave it like this for now. Actually, no, not gonna leave it like this for now. It's gonna bother me. Let's do green. I think it's more green than blue. I think I'm actually tweaking. But let's save this. It'll remove this. Add this here. Done. Very cool. Very nice. Now we have a very, very nice looking product photo, already beating that of our competitors. Again, if we go back to their site, we can see this is their page and this is our page so far, at least our product photos. So already looking a bit better. I mean, this is just, I don't know, it's just not too great. This might actually be a different competitor. This looks different than the original one that I showed. But that just goes to show my original point. They all do it the exact same. Like, I genuinely think this is a different competitor from the first one I showed, or they just updated their product page while I was filming this video. It still looks bad. It still looks bad. They're improving upon, they're trying to do CRO on their site, and it still looks bad. Unfortunately for them, ours is only going to get better. So we have our product placement. I'm going to make a couple changes just to make our stuff look better. Bold text looks very nice. Product price, again, want to bold that, make it look nicer. This is fine. Quantity, I really want to bold this as well. Bold text is just a quick way to make your stuff look less cheap almost immediately. Even bold our swatch boxes here. All right, very cool. We have this. Now we have all this stuff to do. So let's do a visual count real quick. And we don't have to change some of them. So this photo here could be very applicable to our product in general. So I'm actually going to leave this photo. If we scroll up, this one should probably be changed because it's not wearing the collar. We could just Gemini the collar onto this image. Scroll up. This one obviously has to be changed. We can maybe Gemini that a bit. And then this one has to be changed as well. Okay, so it's been about 45 minutes and I spent some time building this page out. I wasn't going to bore you guys. I have plenty of other videos of me doing it completely live. So I just did it, playing some music and stuff. I used Claude to build me this mock page, tailoring to the emotion we wanted to target, which is guilt. So I pulled some of the copy Claude gave us and built this full mobile page from it. So I'm gonna do a quick scroll through. You guys can slow the video down if you want to read the copy, but color match photo. The color I chose for this brand in particular is this light orange. And this is supposed to be the product photo it's actually on. It matches a bit more, but check this out. So you love them, but life gets in the way. You can read all this if you'd like. Tailors exactly to our emotion. The guilt is real and your cat deserves so much better. Here's a smart collar. Boom. Boom. Some top benefits. Boom. How do I use it? Just left this photo, thought it was applicable. If I was actually running this, I might go in and edit this to make the cat wear the collar. Gemini has not been too cooperative today. And of course, some reviews you can cycle through. Gem Pages makes it very hard to do so in the editor, but as you can see, for reviews, full FAQ. Again, generated via our mock site here on Claude. I love Claude for copywriting. It's actually really good just for testing. If you're a beginner, understand copywriting is a skill and you're going to have to take some time eventually to learn it. But if you just want to throw a website up, use an AI like Claude while you learn. Because if you don't be one of those people that say, I'm going to learn all these skills and then act after I do that. Do something first and then learn. So use Claude first, but it is totally worth learning direct response copywriting. Trust me, 100% worth it. But this is a video about beginners. So let's do a quick before and after. So this is the competitor currently doing $700 a day, which is by no means a lot, but still, if you're a beginner, that's a pretty decent amount. Look how this looks, okay? Not great. Now we are charging more than the competitor. We're actually charging the compare at price, but it's justifiable. And our product looks a bit different too. Ours looks a bit more premium, which is nice. So that is the competitor's site. Very dropshippy, very scammy. Go to ours now, right here. Look how beautiful and premium this looks. Looks like it's completely worth the price point. Pink, green, all of our colors here. Looks absolutely beautiful. That is, if I was a beginner and I was too scared to get into a kind of unknown market, something that's never been sold before, and I wanted to sell a super saturated product. It's extremely possible. You just cannot do it the way everybody else does it. It'll never work out. It might, but you're gonna have to get very, very, very lucky, and you don't really want to depend on luck, do you? So at least if you're going to sell something saturated, at least do it with some sort of purpose. Do it with a landing page that isn't super beginner looking. And like you just saw me do, it's not very hard. I just kind of filled in the blanks, changed the colors, stuff like that. So yeah, guys, hope you guys enjoyed this video. A little bit of a Gem Pages tutorial. Again, shout out e-commerce for being the supplier of today's video. Check them out, link in the description. And shout out Winning Hunter for being our product research tool of choice. Again, their link will be in the description. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day or night, wherever you're from, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.